If we're not supposed to contact you.
It's all right. I mean, as and when it's good for you. I thought you might have already gone away on your on your trip to
Holland.
Yes, that'll do. That'll do. But yes, we'll. No worries. No worries. When are you going, Pete?
Thursday.
Thursday. All right. I'll do it. I'll what, Thursday afternoon?
I think so.
All right. I'll give you a call Thursday morning.
What? No, we'll do it earlier than that.
That's all right. It's all right.
What's the occasion in Holland, Pete?
My one of our nephews is getting married.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Oh,
found out we're going to Amsterdam first, and then we're going on to Utrecht, which is where he's getting married.
Well, you hope you'll remember to go to Utrecht for the match. All right.
Yeah. I do love my coffee.
Stay away from the red light district.
Oh, God.
Well, now you tell us. Now you tell us.
And the marijuana bars. The marijuana bars.
Take him on his stag night, yeah.
Was it Canal Street in Amsterdam?
Amsterdam,
yeah. Bob knows.
Yeah.
Bob, why did you say it with a question at the end of it when you probably knew the answer?
The last time I went down there, I was with my wife and my mate and his wife, and I said, "I'll take you somewhere where we used to go when we were sailors." And I took them down there.
We used to call it Canal Strasse.
Yeah.
Oh,
didn't
thanks,
make any
Scotty.
money though, did you, Bobby? Sorry.
Yeah.
You didn't find any windows for them to sit in.
I just polished a few as I was walking past. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
Yeah.
Are you flying over, Pete?
Flying over, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And we're coming back Sunday.
All right, next Sunday.
All right. Yeah.
The wedding's on Friday.
Yeah.
So how many of you expected to be there?
How what?
How many expected to be at the do?
Oh, I don't know. It's a real mixture. People coming over from England, people from Holland, where he's based, people coming from Croatia because of her family and my wife's family. So they're coming from all over the place.
Oh, yeah. Lovely.
Is he living in Amsterdam? Yeah. Utrecht.
Yeah, he's at university there. He's training to be a lab technician, I think.
All right. Is he Dutch or?
No, he's Croatian.
Croatian. All right.
His wife is English stroke Croatian.
Right.
It's Louise.
Good evening. Good morning, Mr. Ray.
Hello.
Oh, it's Mr. Zachary here.
How are you guys?
Oh, very good. And that's Mr. Donut as well. Can you hear us, Mr. Colin?
We can indeed.
Hi,
there we are.
Can you
Even
hear
better.
us?
Yes, we can.
Everybody
Loud and clear.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Steve, you going to Edinburgh?
Me?
Yeah.
It looks like I will be. I haven't booked anything yet because I'm not sure where people are booking.
Oh, I'll book this week. Oh, was it this week or last week? Last week I booked.
There's a lot of them talking about booking at Leith, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's my lady friend who lives in Edinburgh told me that it's the best place to stay. Leith.
In Leith.
Yeah, it's just over the road from the.
It's near the Royal Yacht. There's lots of pubs and restaurants there. She said,
What have you booked, Pete? Where?
I've got the hotel right bang opposite the Royal Yacht.
So you're in Leith
it's called
as
the
well?
Edinburgh Hotel.
It's
in Leith.
Right.
We booked into the Premier Inn there.
Yeah.
What's it called?
You're just round the corner from me.
It's
Yeah,
on the
Premier.
What is it called?
the Edinburgh Hotel, I think.
The Edinburgh Hotel.
Yeah.
Right, that's official now, Pete. It's been written on the CBD's script, so there's no pulling out of that one.
I haven't booked anywhere yet because I
Right.
didn't know where people
It's
were
ei-
booking.
it's
They were
either that
booking
or
in
the
Leith
Premier.
booking in Edinburgh. So it looks like Leith is the place to be booking then, yeah?
Yeah.
Did someone
And,
say that Noel and Seamus are going to the Premier Inn?
In Leith.
Yeah.
So Ray, Chris, and Colonel, will you be having a triple room there, or are you going to have separate rooms? Or I don't know.
It's not happening, Dave. We're kind of busy. But Dave, you notice that Ray's name. Do you notice what his name is? We are doing a promotion.
I've noticed.
We're doing a promotion for that particular skit we did because it's so popular. It may go worldwide again. So
Yeah.
His real name.
Right. Yeah, but
Colonel, we do expect some live reports, though, don't we?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's what we should expect, Chris. You're right. But
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
the ship's photographer, and you of all people know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, it comes
Well,
out.
wasn't it? Was it Byron or was it I thought it was Myra with an M.
Well, whatever. But
Johnny, there's no such thing as a whatever. It is what the name is meant to be.
At this house. On a dark, moonless night more than 20 years ago, Myron, the infant son of Mr. and Mrs. Gasflannel, was snatched from the security and comfort of his crib and spirited away. But this was no ordinary abduction, for, you see, Myron's kidnappers was America's symbol of freedom, a bald eagle. As a result of the... Mrs. Gasflannel, what clue brought yourself here?
Mr. Ripoff, how nice to see you. Watch you every Sunday night on the telly. What clue, you ask? Well, I thought I saw a picture of my darling little boy in the album of a bird spotter's guide. Now, I'm not absolutely sure, mind you, but I think... Myron, it's Mummy, darling. She's found a little cuddly wuddly. Mummy wants to take you home, Poppet. Myron Gasflannel, Mummy won't tell you again. Now come here, at once.
It's Byron with an M. I didn't know that.
Not Byron with an N, it's Myron with an I.
It's an M with an M.
Excuse me for interrupting, but I have no idea what this conversation is about.
Nor do I, Colin. You know, I'm just.
Cheers, mate.
Colin, you know that we've had the bird nesting saga for the last 6 weeks.
Yes, I have seen that. Yes.
Well, Myron Gasflannel was taken by an eagle when he was a child, and we reenacted it with Zachary up the tree as the flipping bald eagle. Can you remember that?
Yeah,
do you remember it?
You must have been on leave, Colin. You must have been on leave when it aired.
Oh right, okay, yes, probably.
But you can see the footage on the channel.
Right, okay.
Yeah, with Oscar as Ray's mother.
Yeah.
We have some. I want to put some context around that thing. Andy Hiscox approached me on the morning that you guys were filming this to ask me if I would go and take part in this skit, and he would not tell me what part I had to play or anything like this. And he produced the hat that I'm wearing, which is a rubber skull cap, like a clown's hat, and he'd fashioned a beak on the end of it. And we stopped on the way. We took a taxi. All of us piled into a cab. It was Skagway. We stopped on the way and filmed the American flag flying outside the house. And then we went to the end of the town and somebody had warned us about there was wild pigs out there. I mean, it's probably the taxi driver. The taxi driver dropped us off and was going to come back and pick us up an hour or two later.
Yeah.
And I don't know if my memory is absolutely correct or not, but I thought that there was pigs, like that we did see wild pigs.
Oh,
when
that was it. That was when the Andy Hiscock skit, when the mad professor that got blown up.
The explosion.
We did have a mad. We did have a wild. Oh,
hello, Puss.
Yeah.
There's a kitty cat.
Hello, Puss.
But I was given a tub of that flour and water mixture up in the tree. And I had to turn around. You don't really see that. You see me standing up. I had to turn around to pretend that I was going to shit on Oscar. And I had to tip the stuff onto his head, which is a direct hit, actually, as it turns out.
Yeah.
But it was so thick and gluey that we could not... We couldn't wash it out. We took him to a little river that was nearby and tried to wash his hair out in the river, and it wouldn't come
that's
out.
great. I love that, Louise.
Look, before lovely double act from the Pussycats, but also it's very bright down where Ollie's living. He's actually right in front of the sun. It's there. It's looking absolutely amazing. Welcome, Ollie.
You know that's not true, Dave. He's still in front of
David, you know what they say, don't you? Here comes the sun.
Here comes the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dave, was that actually Peter Story's jacket, or was that yours? Or do you not remember? The jacket that you're wearing as the roving reporter.
Oh, the sheepskin coat.
Yeah.
The sheepskin coat. I think it was Peter Story's.
I think so too.
I think it was.
I think I might have a picture somewhere of him wearing it, but
the sheepskin coat. It was a bit like John Motson doing his commentary.
John Motson, yeah.
Did you remember that, Pete?
Oh yes. Yeah, he used to sleep in that.
Yeah.
He used to drink so much red wine, he'd fall asleep in the press box in the coat.
Oh, brilliant.
Good old John.
So Ollie, it's good. It's good.
David.
It's glad you brought the son with you. And what you been up to in the last couple of weeks?
Not a lot.
Good.
Really. Very quiet. Very, very, very quiet. How about yourself?
Yeah, we're still doing a little bit of a walk. Are you managing to do a walk along the promenade?
Yeah, still between 7 and 10 miles a day.
Blimey, that's
You like
really
to
good.
mince along the promenade, don't you,
You
Ollie?
walk that, do you, Ollie?
Is that on the bus,
I
Ollie?
like to mince along the promenade.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I learned all that from Dave Inge.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah. He knows how to mince. He really knows how to mince.
And I believe you have been out of the country, Ollie.
Do you remember when we used to say any old screamer that used to be walking by, and we also used to say, "Have you got any veg with that mince?"
Okay. I've got to tell you guys something, and Ray reminded me of this when he talked about Byron taking a shit on Oscar.
Myron.
But Myron, yeah.
Myron gas panel, yeah.
This is so disgusting. I can't even tell my wife. It was on the. I watch a lot of the true crime shows, right? Well, one is a live show where the police they follow the police on live, right? It's literally live. Well, there was a road rage instance, and then this is going to be X-rated, by the way. I'm sorry to say it. There was a road rage incident between these two ladies, and guess what ended up happening? And it's on tape. It's disgusting. She went over to the lady's car and took a shit on a bonnet, and you see the whole thing. It's like brown. It's just disgusting.
Oh, lovely. Well,
John,
I suppose you'll be
thank you
putting
for sharing that with
on
us.
the group
John,
chat then, won't you?
John,
Isn't that called skitology?
Yeah.
John, have you always been a pervert?
It was on the telly, Ollie.
Yeah. Any excuse will do.
Yes.
I've
If
done
you're
a
a
pervert,
pervert, just announce
Right.
your profession. You're
Okay.
like big women shit everywhere.
Here's
I say, has Donald put a tariff on it?
okay. We will move on from that, but I will go back and get a clip so you think I'm not making this up.
Thank you.
I don't know if anybody experienced this, but I was always horrified that when I worked on the ships on turnaround day, sometimes passengers would take a dump in the lounges. That happened.
What?
What are you on about?
When we used to turnaround day, we used to do room cleaning, and
Hey,
then when I became BSM,
let's
I
move
go
on,
around
Dave.
and
Come on, take charge.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that I brought it up.
Well, he started.
It's a bit too flipping late now, Colonel.
He started
When
the
I
story,
was-
so he has to finish
when
it.
I was BSM, I used to have to go around and check the rooms, and probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 times in the years I was at sea, some of the PRSs come up to me and said they'd found shit in the lounges. And there was no animals on, but we didn't have dogs or anything like this, right? So who else could have done it, right? So,
Where were you, Dave? Where were you at the time?
It wasn't
Where were you at the
Ray.
time?
Ray, did it just coincide that when you were on board?
oh, but it was always on turnaround day, right?
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
get food
Well,
out of
if
the
it was
cabin.
you that was always on board, I have a feeling there might be a connection.
Not guilty.
Right.
The phantom shitter.
Still. So I hopefully next week, obviously we've got Southampton. I know sadly not all of you will be able to be there because of distances and commitments in Holland and everything else. But it will be a nice gathering, and we will hopefully meet up with quite a few. I've seen the list, and there's quite a few from, a lot of history there going to be there. So we'll is actually, boys, for those of you that aren't able to come, have you actually seen the guest list?
Yeah.
No.
You have, but what about you guys in the US?
Yes, I've seen it, Dave. Yes, I have. Yeah.
You have, because if there's anyone that you see on the list that you think, oh God, I'd love to send a message to them, put it on this thing, and we'll pass the message on to them.
You could actually do a call, couldn't you?
That's a really good idea, Dave.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, if we can do a live connection.
Well, actually, Dave, it's best not to do a live connection. Just do a video, because the live never works. It's like we can't record it.
Okay, well, we're trying. If you guys have got a question or want to pass your message on to someone particular, then do put it on the group, and we'll try and get the message across to whoever that may be.
Get Lord Sterling to make it.
Well, luckily, Jeffrey's not on the list this year because
he is.
He's still looking for his name badge.
I was gonna say that bloke behind John looks just like you, Dave.
He's on table 18, Dave.
His name is on the list, actually. I saw it
next to a lady by the name of Pat.
Oh God, yeah. So it would be great if he was there again. Yeah, it would be.
He'd be there if he can get off the train, right?
Oh yeah,
if he wakes up in time.
He fell asleep on the train, apparently.
Yeah.
So you're on table 18 then, Bob, with us.
Sorry?
You're on table 18 with the rest of us.
I am, yes. Yes, I saw that, yes.
Is it?
Very special. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ollie, you're on 81.
Is that in the other hotel?
It's about 2 miles down the road. All right. It's a bloody big restaurant this time.
No, your table's in the mess room on the Chusan. Sorry, Ollie, I don't mean that, mate. You know.
I know.
No, we don't, Ollie. We don't. Are you sure we don't, Colin?
No, you do. No, you do. You do mean it.
No, we don't.
It's like I've got no feelings, isn't it?
I can't remember where the mess room was on the Chusan, Bob.
It was down the starboard side at the end of the working alleyway.
Oh, I'm sorry, I mentioned the Chusan. I was never on it. I didn't
Did
know
you have
the
a
Chusan.
little crew bar by it?
No, the crew bar was in the pig, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It was. If you came down the galley steps and turned back on yourself, it was there.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah. And they used to do an issue of Allsops from the.
Did they?
Yeah, from the
Oh,
crew
no, I
mess.
wouldn't know about that.
Half a dozen cans, I think.
There's
Yeah.
Charles in the background there, just to right.
Hello, Charles.
Oh, Charlie.
Hello, Charles.
Charles.
Oh, great. It's good to see you coming in from Bermuda, Charlie. Oh, oh, hang on. Bit of cutting in and out, Charlie. Try again.
You sound like Norman. You sound like Norman Collier.
Yeah. Testing. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Charlie? He looks, do you know what? Charlie looks as if he's using that. Do you remember the old radio and you're just turning it to try and get the best?
Tune it in.
It's great.
You're talking about getting Radio Luxembourg, right?
Oh, hang on. Is it a
Taffy's coming?
Oh, Johnny. Glasses are off as well. Sunnies are on.
Hang on.
It's all the cloud they've got.
Put the bins on, Dave. Right, here we go.
He's got a yellow and green train for him as well.
He's coming in. He's coming into land.
I've enabled the waiting room so we can do this more professionally.
Hello, Taffy. What was that, Ollie?
Oh, nothing, Dave. Sorry.
That's all right then. Just checking. Checking.
Hello, Taffy.
Good evening.
I just spotted a photo of a John Travolta lookalike.
Oh.
I shall post it shortly.
There you go. Look forward to it.
Yeah.
Taffy, Charlie's just coming back in from Bermuda.
Yeah, hopefully it's better this time.
Yes, it is, Charlie. Brilliant.
Yeah, I think last time you were going into the Bermuda Triangle, I think somewhere.
for a moment.
For a moment.
Exactly. Yeah.
Ask the question, Dave.
Are you sure? Is Brendan not coming in?
Well, obviously not, because he looks after his no, that's in the morning.
Yeah, they have come back, haven't they? They've come back from France. But Charlie, we obviously the suspense is killing us. Can you give us the latest update on the weather forecast?
Yeah, it's about 77 degrees. Very nice day.
Okay.
Not too hot yet.
Oh, lovely.
See what it is here.
Great stuff.
86 degrees here.
And now we've got an in the back room of Weatherspoons.
Where's he appearing this week?
Which Weatherspoons is this? In fact, is Bobo? Are you on the bus, Bobo? Are you the ticket collector?
He's frozen.
No, not really. Not really. I'm in Weatherspoons, just in Cardiff. Yeah. You got it all in one go.
How do you spell Weatherspoons, David?
Great. Oh, that's it. So, Bobo, you had a good walk in London last week.
Oh, that I would say is probably the best walk that we've done. It was so especially East End of London. There's so much history. And the people are just unbelievably friendly. I mean, this Italian lady owned this restaurant since 1900, a real East Ender in Bethnal Green. And then she went in and got
excuse me, is she 125?
Yeah, I was going to say that, Colin. She's 125.
Sorry, you said she's not since 1900. She's 125 years old, is she?
No, the family owned the business.
Oh, right. You missed that bit out.
Since 1900. Sorry. Yeah, I missed that bit out, but I'm sure you're bright enough to know that was not.
Are you doing any of them in June, Bobo?
Yeah. Sorry?
Are you doing any in June?
I missed.
Any walks in June?
Sorry?
What do you do?
I'm sure there is. Yeah, there is. There always is. Yeah.
And Bubba, are you making an appearance down in Southampton just to say hi to your friends?
I'm not sure yet. What dates is it?
It's on
Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah.
Well, next Friday, as in
Friday.
the 16th of May.
And we'll all be there
I'm
on
not
Thursday
quite
night.
sure yet, but I'll have a look. Yeah. Yeah,
It'd be
actually,
lovely
that's
to see
come on
you, Bobo.
fast. Yeah. Otherwise, because normally I stay at my
South end, whatever you
South Sea.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I hope so. Anyway, I'll have a look at it. Yeah, no worries.
Lovely. It'd be great if we can see you, Bobo. It'd be a big bonus. I mean, at the moment we've got Ollie coming, but obviously that's the way it goes.
I always remember Ollie getting me a beer that time when we were isolated outside. Me and my dear wife Cindy.
That's unforgettable.
I'll never forget that, Ollie.
That's Colonel. That's what friends do. Unlike Dave
absolutely,
Eames, Dave Eames doesn't care about you.
Thank you, Ollie.
Don't believe it. I was his flipping chauffeur.
It's almost the same when me and Ollie were flying back from some godforsaken place. And I was falling asleep, and he said, "Take one of these, Colonel." Fuck, never. I guess it was that stuff you call speed.
It hasn't worn off.
John, it was an aspirin.
Yes.
I wouldn't do that to you.
Oh, Gizzy's.
Well, who knows? Is it Gizzy or his brother?
Oh, it could be Gizbo brother.
Yeah, wow, that's
could be Graham.
Whoa! This is great.
It's got Gizbo, so it could be
Gizbo,
Graham.
That's not Gizzy then. Yeah.
Let's have a look.
Gizbro.
Oh, it is. It's Giz brother.
Well,
Graham.
you got to get Gizzy on the phone to ask him why he's not in with his brother.
Yeah.
He's been at the football.
I know, but he's got a phone. I mean, I did it from Antarctica. He can do it from a bloody train or something.
He could have walked.
All right, Johnny. Graham, it's good to see you.
Good. Nice to meet you, Graham.
Yeah. Oh, that was Ollie. He's in front of the sun. Can you see the bright orange sun?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Ollie.
Yeah.
David, I'm not in front of it. I am the sun.
Yeah, I'm the sun.
Get it right. Blackpool Bob, Dave.
Yeah.
Sign on or sign off, David.
He's his brother.
What?
Who was that?
It was American.
Oh,
It was American.
is that Caveman, Colonel?
Where?
No, I'm not on the phone.
And so Graham, obviously, I know it's lovely seeing you the other week. There may be a few other new faces. Like Colin, did you have a sail with Gizzy's brother?
No, not that
This
I'm
is
aware
great.
of.
This is Graham here. That's
Hello,
coming
Graham.
now.
Oh. No, not that I'm aware of. Orchides, Oriana, Island Princess, Sea Princess, Sun Princess,
Pacific Princess.
No, not me, not Pacific. I didn't do the Pacific.
You weren't with me on the Pacific?
I was never on the Pacific Princess.
Oh wow, okay.
Sun Princess, Island Princess, Sun Princess, Sea Princess.
Got it. But for Graham, we forgot which you were on cargo to start with, weren't you, or something?
On tankers originally, and then I was on the Oriana.
On the banana, big banana.
Before my time, though. Before
Who did you work
Colonel's
on the
time.
tankers with, Gizbo?
What, sorry?
What company? What company did you work on for the tankers?
Oh, Shell, Gulf.
Oh, right, okay.
Watts. Yeah.
My brother did time with Shell.
Yeah.
He was on the SS High-90s. He ended up years ago. He ended up taking fuel to the Americans in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh.
James, my brother did that. James, he was doing that as well.
Oh, right, okay.
Vietnam, yeah.
Well, where did Steve the director go, Dave?
He's here.
Oh, you have to call him. Okay, I was going to tell you that we've just broken the record. We've got 14 people in this. We haven't had that since probably 2003.
Well, thanks for all of you that have come in. You can now go.
Okay.
Right then.
Go and have a celebratory beer. I was going to say we'll meet up with Bobo. Everyone down to Weatherspoons.
Moment.
Can we bring up the long-term subject of football today? Is that all right? Speak about the football today, shall we?
Yes. Yeah.
Maybe.
Okay. So,
maybe. Yeah.
Steve,
yeah.
Sorry, Man United haven't done very well this year at all, have they?
Apart from getting to Euro final, no.
And possibly into the Champions League next season.
I tell you what, I cannot believe that Palace are 10 points, actually 13 points
better off
above Manchester United.
Yeah.
I cannot believe that. It's unbelievable.
Wow. Yeah. It's been a terrible season for us in the league, Colin. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know it has, mate. Yeah.
Talking about
you should be able to take care of Tottenham, though, Steve.
And Southampton yesterday did a brilliant job against City.
Yeah.
So I've got a football question for Graham. So Graham, your brother, if there was a match in Australia, he'd be there, right? Are you the same fanatical fan?
Give it a good try, I tell you. Yeah.
Are you the same?
Yes, if he could, he would. Yeah.
No, but you are you the same?
No,
you're not. Okay.
Colin, did you see that 1935 clip I sent you?
No.
Crystal Palace.
I did not see it.
No.
I've got to look. I'll have another look for it.
It's on there somewhere.
But the City did well today. Two each with Forest, and that's a good result, really, because we don't like Forest anyway.
I got to talk.
Martin's not here today.
I've got to interrupt Dave because we have a special guest coming in, a shop girl. Shop girl.
Nobody's mentioned the mighty Reds up to now, eh?
So everyone be nice to Kit Williams, the shop girl.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, I got her in. I got her in.
Well done, Johnny.
Well done, Johnny.
Yeah. I try and get the ladies back.
I don't recognise her picture.
Well,
she's in the stock room at the moment.
You put a bit of weight on.
Yeah.
Is that all the way from the USA, John?
Yeah, she's on the East Coast. She's up on the East Coast. Yeah.
East Coast. All right. Yeah.
You're on the South Coast, Ollie.
We got coast to coast tonight, then.
Well, here she is. There she is. Hello, Kate.
Hi, y'all.
Good evening.
Hi, y'all. Say hi, y'all.
Y'all. No, I'm not from Texas.
No. So
Never.
Kit,
How's
are you up by
everybody?
the lake? Are you up by the view of the lake?
Actually, it's not a lake. It's a bay. It's the Penobscot Bay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
all right.
Lovely. Beautiful.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Pretty nice,
lovely.
huh?
What about Sion?
Amazing.
We even get those tiny little American Cruise Line cruise ships going up here.
Okay. Do you? You
They're
can see them.
Yes, we can see them.
That's a stupid question.
Yeah.
No, you can see them clearly, and many of them.
Not many of them, and rarely, but starting about now, since the weather's finally nice, we just had about a week of rain. But summer's starting, so that's when the crowds come and the cruise lines come and all of that.
Oh, brilliant. I don't, Kate, I don't know if you can see everybody on the screen.
I can't. I'm trying to figure out how to.
Yeah, there you go.
And then just if you're on are you on your phone or?
Yes, she is. Yeah.
If you slide across,
I'm on my phone.
Swipe across, you might get a gallery. You might see more faces.
No, you can't get a gallery.
A rose gallery. A rose gallery.
I want to see you. I don't want to see me.
No,
up and down.
Can you see a few faces now?
Uh-oh.
You might see more when they talk one at a time.
You should ask her what ship she was. It Just Lee, the Sun Princess you're on, Kit?
I was on the IP for a little bit, but the sun was home.
And if you don't mind, I will tell all our fine members in the crew bar some history. her father was the P&O lawyer who was involved with the Oriana collision. Carry on, Kit.
With the Kearsarge in 1961 or whatever it was.
Oh, so
he probably got her the job as well.
None of us were alive. No, we were alive, but we weren't old enough to be working on board yet.
No.
Well, there's one or two were.
Oh yeah,
Bob
Bob
was.
Bob was.
Bob.
Yes, we were. Unfortunately, yes.
Kit, when were you on the Sun
Bob?
Princess?
Huh?
Were you on the?
I was asking Kit
then?
when she was on the Sun Princess.
I was on the Sun from May of '79. Yeah, I got my anniversary coming up until October of '81.
Okay, so I remember.
I was there.
Was your hair color different back then?
I was very blonde then.
I remember you.
And no facial wrinkles.
I'm Ray. I was on this Sun Princess at the same time. Ray Sacre. I was a PRS and a bartender during those.
We called you Little Ray.
Yeah.
Little Ray. I was a photographer on there.
Chris.
Was it you, Chris?
I was photographer on there
I remember you.
for most of the
Very,
time.
very
Yeah,
well.
remember you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray, we called you Little Ray.
Still
Didn't
having
we? All the
nightmares.
top girls called you Little Ray.
You called me Little Ray? I don't remember that.
I think we did. You're very tall, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I am. Yeah.
Hi, Colin.
It's still in.
Kit. Hi, Kit. Colin
Hi,
Doughty
Colin.
here. Hi,
I
how you doing?
remember-
Right. I don't know whether
I've
we've
got
sailed
some-
together or not, but do you remember
Yeah.
Carol?
Oh yeah.
I remember Carol very well. I'm right just here. I'm trying to find my photograph album. Carol, yeah. In fact, Carol and I had briefly before she died, we got back in touch. And through this.
She was living in Spain, wasn't she? With
Yes, she was.
John.
No, Carol was
John.
just a character. Chris, you were pretty good friends with Carol, weren't you?
Yeah, I knew Carol well. Yeah. She
Yeah.
was a character.
How long ago was it she passed away?
Just a few years ago, I believe.
Just a couple of years ago. I'm going to try and.
She was married to a bandsman, John.
John. He used to have that big bass.
Kit, a quick question.
Can you see this photograph?
It's Dave Inge speaking, Kit.
Hi, Dave.
Hi, you. Have you got in your photo album any photographs that haven't got Ollie in the picture?
No, I don't think I have any with Ollie.
With Ollie? Oh my God, we've got loads. We've got loads.
I'll send you some.
Oh, do.
So Kit, can you see my picture? Who's that next to Ollie with my wife?
That
Carol.
Carol, yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
So how do I? Let's see. If I do this, can you see a picture?
Yeah.
You can always send it to me, Kit.
Can you see this one?
Well,
There's Carol in front.
Yeah.
Sideways.
You got it sideways.
Oh yeah. Turn it the other way.
Okay.
Yeah.
This way?
Yeah.
So there's Carol.
Phone
and
Louise,
me.
dear.
And Meg. Does anybody remember Meg?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cindy and Phyllis.
Yes.
Phyllis, yeah.
Wow.
And there I am with Susan Vincent.
Susan,
the singer.
I shot her wedding. I shot Susan Vincent's wedding. Yeah.
Did you really?
Many years ago. Yes, I did. Out here in California.
Yeah.
There's Jamie.
Oh, Jamie, Miss Darlow.
And Meg. And there's Chris and Diamond Jim.
Diamond Jim.
Yeah.
Diamond Jim. Yeah.
And let's
Diamond
see.
Jim Venison.
This here, I was on the IP.
So turn it the other way.
Yeah. So
lovely.
Kit, can you do me a favor after we go off the air? Can you
Yes.
take screenshots of these pictures and then sending me via text.
I will.
Okay,
I've got
Dave,
a really good.
I think that Kit Williams has had enough airtime. You can carry on.
Yeah. Do you know, Kit, it's all right. Colonel speaks to all of us the same.
I know. I've watched,
okay. It's all right. Just
I've
joking.
watched the
Just
Fury
joking.
of Bars.
Yeah.
I'll shut up now.
And Kit, I did ask Cindy to come down and say hello, but she's kind of busy. But we are going to have a cruise up there sometime on the East Coast, and we'll definitely come and see you when we do that.
Definitely, you have to. If you get on the American Cruise Line, I'll pick you up in nearby Bucksport.
Sounds like a plan. Okay.
Wonderful.
Okay. Brilliant. Good. All right.
Whereabouts on the East Coast are you?
In Maine.
Maine.
Oh, okay.
All right.
We're the furthest east and the furthest. Well, actually, Washington State is further north than the furthest north of Maine. So you're further north than we are, John. What parallel are you on?
I tried to get the caveman in, but he's a bit. He was in a couple of weeks ago, but he's not responding today. So
he's in Maryland, right?
I have a question for all of you. Have any of you read Peter Pratt's book?
Yes.
Book?
Yeah,
actually, that's a good
point. I read both of them.
I read all three.
That's a good point, Kit, because I'm going to give Peter Pratt a bollocking because he would come in many times when we had his book, talking about his book.
Promoting his book.
Yeah.
Promoting his I can't say bad words, but when a female's in, but promoting his book, and now he hasn't been in for a couple of years. So Dave, you need to get on the phone with Pratty.
He's waiting to do number 4.
Yeah.
Then he'll come in.
Has he done a third?
I read all 3 of them.
He's done the third one. I didn't know he'd done the third one.
I've only read 2, so I guess I'm
a blue cover and a yellow cover at the moment. But what colour's the third one?
Actually,
I don't know. There were definitely 3 books, though.
Let's take a time out. Dave, mute yourself and call Pratty right now and say Kit Williams has a question for him. Who'll come in?
Yeah, all right.
Well, just stay there, Kit. We're going to get him on the phone.
If we can get him in, that would be
Okay.
great.
Do it.
If
Okay.
you can get him, because I have addition to one of the final story in his first book that he doesn't know about.
It's 2025, and there's a thing called a telephone. He's going to give Pratty a call right now. So in the meantime, we need an anchorman. So who's it going to be, Colin or Ray or?
No, not me. Don't ask me.
Or Steve.
What do you want me to do, Johnny?
Well, just keep it going. You talk about stuff, whatever, you know.
Talk about stuff. Right, stuff.
As long as it's not about Man U.
I don't want to bring the tone down, but did Carol pass away some time ago? Did you say?
Yeah, about 2 years ago, I think.
Right, because it was after her husband,
Right,
John, wasn't it?
Just remember her husband's name, John Shenton.
John Shenton, he was the bass player with Jack Duff.
Bass or trumpet?
Yeah.
Bass, I think you're right.
He used to have that big banjo, big guitar.
Yeah.
But he couldn't get under his chin.
John Shenton, his name.
John, that's right, yeah. Right. Yeah. I didn't know she passed, actually.
He was with, did you say Jack Duff Band?
Yeah, it was with Jack Duff, yeah.
Yeah.
I went over to Jersey and had a few days with them when they were playing over there in the summer season.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
How long ago was that, Steve?
Oh, God. It's many years ago. Years ago.
Well, when you were young and pretty.
When I went over, Whispering Jack was there as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
Kevin. Yeah. And you know Jersey, it's a small place. Everybody knows everybody, it seems, in Jersey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Kevin had got pulled up drink driving. Typical.
Get away.
That's a big surprise.
Did Kevin drink? Did Kevin drink? Did Kevin drink?
Kevin drank a
And
drop.
because of the people who know the people who know the people in Jersey, because it being such a small place, it was the case was lost. He never got done.
That's probably because he never showed up at court.
I actually had a girlfriend who was a policewoman in Jersey.
Yeah. But everybody knows everybody in Jersey. It's one of them.
Who was that,
places,
John?
You know what I mean?
Well, it wasn't really a girlfriend. I mean, she was on the Oriana, but it never,
What was his name?
never materialized.
No one we know.
Yeah.
Okay,
But it's
here
one of them
comes
kind
Dave.
of places in Jersey.
Here comes Dave.
Everyone
No.
knows everybody else, and
You
somebody
couldn't
knew
do
the
it. You
bloke,
couldn't get
they
it.
knew the
Okay.
police chief and all that business. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it was all squashed.
Thanks for trying, Dave.
That's okay.
I
No
did try,
problem.
John. I
No
did
joy.
try, John.
No joy.
No joy. Okay.
Sorry,
I didn't
Kit.
get any thanks, Dave. It's okay.
And anyway, Bob, can you start reading out chapter 1 of Peter's third book? Because none of us have read it.
I don't have the books. I gave them to someone else. I passed them on.
Well,
Pass them on.
Kit, we would still like
Yes.
to. Kit, my name's Taffy. We would still like to hear the story that you would like to add to its final edition. Because
Are you? Well, I'm happy to tell it. It's
Go ahead. Yep.
so I don't know if you to recoup. The final story was about one day, Dr. Zandievsky. It was Friday in St. Thomas, and he was in his cabin with his St. Thomas girlfriend. Now, this all started, and Captain Bradford came in.
Sammy, yeah.
He knocked on the door, and Frantic didn't bother to answer anything because he was busy. And then he heard the key in the lock, and in walks Captain Bradford. And Frantic, the story goes, he sat up in bed with holding himself in his right hand and saluting with his left hand. And the captain immediately turned and walked out. Well, after this happened, the next morning, Frantic came down to me in the shop, or maybe it was late that night in the shop when we sailed from St. Thomas, and said, Kit, I have to tell you something. And he tells me this whole story that just occurred. And he says, but Captain Bradford came up to me later in today, and he said to me, you know, Dr. Zandievsky, what I've told you about fooling around with ship's fittings. And he said, Captain Bradford, I don't know what you're talking about. He said, I know who you were in bed with this afternoon. And he said, yeah, who do you think it was? He said, it was Miss Williams. And he said, I assure you, Captain Bradford, I was not in bed with Miss Williams. I was in bed with my St. Thomas girlfriend. And Sammy said, I'd recognize that long blonde hair anywhere. I know who you were with. And, end of story. And so Frantic said, beware, because he's going to come down and say something to you. And sure enough, Sammy had the gall to come down and say to me, you can go ahead and do what you want nowadays. I don't care. I'm not going to watch over you anymore. And he turned around and walked away.
Yeah. I must ask
Captain Bradford, it wasn't me. And he just would not take no for an answer. He knew that was me in bed with Dr. Zandievsky.
Oh,
but at least the good doctor was stood to attention.
That's with the wrong hand. Which evidently later at Captain's cocktails, Captain said to him, you saluted with the wrong hand.
Kit, that sounds very familiar to me, because I met my wife on the Royal Princess after I'd left the Sun Princess, and we've been together almost 40 years now. And she was originally in bars, and then she moved into the purser's office, and we almost exclusively sailed together. We were fortunate to do that. But anytime Captain Bradford was on board, like at one ship he was on, we had to pretend that we weren't even a couple, right? And I actually refused to do that. The purser approached me and said,
no.
"You guys are going to pretend you're not even a couple." I said, "I'm not doing that. We are a couple. And if Sammy doesn't like it, it's too bad." But what you just described, that's totally him. Yeah.
That's actually funny, Ray, because when Cindy got the job in the shops, I think it was Sammy who gave us permission to be together on the ship.
Oh, he did.
I did have a special relationship with Sammy.
Yeah, Colonel was definitely Sammy's favourite. We all know that.
That's because you featured him on your movies.
Yeah. He liked the movies, didn't he, Johnny?
He did. In fact, on the Oriana, when I had a movie which you guys don't know about, I aired it in the red carpet room, and he gave permission for me to do it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who was the captain when we did it on the Sun? Was it David Lum? Was it, or was he the assist deputy?
The Premier. Yeah. Yes. Good question. I've got a picture. Let me find the picture. Give me a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Carry on talking, Dave, while I find it.
On one of the ships that I was on, where he used to do cabin rounds, and he, one of the bartenders, was dating a shop girl, she had left her bra hanging on the back of the cabin door.
Isn't it, John?
That's not the captain. That's
Terry Russell, isn't it?
Terry Russell, yeah.
She had left her bra hanging on the back of the cabin door, and he pulled the bartender in to give him a written warning about cohabitation. And he said, "You're cohabiting with somebody. I found this bra on the back of your cabin door." And the bartender said, "What I wear in my own time is my own affair." And that shut him down right away.
That's Sammy Bradford again.
David, you've used that excuse many a time, haven't you, David?
Yes, I have, Ollie.
I know.
You know, I missed the ship in Mazatlan with a passenger, and we had to make our way to Puerto Vallarta overnight on the El Pacifico bus. And Sammy was the captain on board. So when we got back on board, I went up to see the captain, and the port agent already told him that we were okay. But anyway, went up to see Sammy, and he was only too happy that she was with somebody very responsible, myself.
All right.
Oh, yeah, right.
That she missed the ship.
I don't believe that.
Right.
So I kept my job. He didn't have me flown home or anything.
Right.
Okay. I tell you what, Kit. So we appreciate you coming in, and don't make this a one-time.
Thanks for the invite.
Don't make this a one-time deal, but come back in a few weeks. We love talking about you. And obviously, the rest of you, obviously, it's been the Kit Williams.
About me?
About
with
you.
me.
It's been the Kit Williams show, but that's okay.
I thought you were speaking with Frank.
Good to see you, Kit.
Okay.
Kid, you
Great to see all of you.
And I tell you what, a special thanks to Gizzy's brother Graham for coming in. We appreciate it. I'm sorry we hadn't had much time to chat because we had her come in. But
no, I understand. Lovely seeing you. See you again soon.
Good to see you again.
And all you boys.
Okay, I don't know how to turn it off.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.
Just press the red button. Press the red button.
Cheers for that. Bye for now.
Okay.
Bye now.
Actually, Dave. So we have to talk to Pete, because Pete, you have Pete, you there?
Yeah.
Is he awake?
Yeah.
Well, you've got a great connection with the other ladies. We need the ladies back in.
All right.
You know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Steve. I appreciate the enthusiasm.
Right. No. I'll get to work.
In actual fact, Johnny, I want to bring something up while we're here.
Oh,
Since I'm director.
No.
You do realise that next month is our 5th anniversary, don't you?
You mean your 5th anniversary, Steve? You created this.
Of the Crew Bar.
Yeah.
The 5th anniversary.
Well done.
Wow. I didn't realise that, Steve. We'll have to get together when I pop up to see you in Vancouver to celebrate.
Oh yeah. That'll be July,
nice.
Johnny. That'll be gone. We need to do something on here.
Yeah.
To make it known that we've been going for 5 years. Of one of the programs in the early couple of weeks in June, maybe.
Yeah.
Just to say
I'll
put some highlights of the Crew Bar together.
Yeah.
Bobo's doing an ET impression. Well done, Bobo.
Partner found and its partner lost, and it's him.